Hey rock fans, welcome back to another rock slabbing video. In this video we're going to take this seam agate that my wife Kendra found out in West Texas and make some slabs with it. As you can see, there's going to be a lot of quartz and chalcedony. Maybe something interesting inside there, who knows? We're going to find out. What I'm going to do is get this on the saw and I'll make some slabs. Once I'm done, I'll bring them back in here and I'll show you what they look like. As you can see, Kendra's little West Texas Agate quartzy rock has been slabbed. Let's take a look. Did she find herself a good rock? This is the first end cut. We knew we were going to have lots of quartz, and yes, there's quartz, but there's also chalcedony. Let's move on. Here's the first full slab. How does it look? Well, to my eye anyway, not super interesting. There is that banding around the little chalcedony river that flows around the quartz. It's actually surrounded by the quartz. Ooh, that's a little more interesting there. Yeah, check that out. What is the story behind that little tiny yellowish looking quartz point right there? The rest of it, well, yeah, it's mostly quartz and some chalcedony. Let's move on. More of the same. Fracture right there. I could probably break that off, but I'm not going to. This is Kendra's rock. Once again, I prefer the chalcedony. I like that there's a little inclusion right there. I think that's interesting. The inner quartz I think is more interesting than the outer quartz. I hope you agree. Next slab. Yeah, pretty much the same. I wouldn't call it a bust. It's interesting. It's just not one of the more beautiful agates that we found out there. Would I make a cab out of this? Probably not. It's mostly quartz. Let's check this. Last full slab here. What do we think? It's interesting how one side of this chalcedony is a little smoother than the other side down here. I wonder why it forms that way. Here you can really tell. You see how the lower section is fairly smooth and then the upper section looks really choppy. Any geologists out there want to explain that one? Okay, and what I did is I tried to make one very thin slice for Kendra. She has a microscope. She wants to start looking at these as if they were little microscopic slides. So these are as thin as I could do, and as you can see, it didn't really hold together. Still kind of fun though. And this is what we have left. Dirty quartz. A little bit of something right down there that's sort of interesting, to my eye anyway. You can just see a little something in the chalcedony there. So maybe there was some hope. Probably not though. It is what it is. Let's grade this rock. What are we thinking here, my friends? Well, I'm not a huge fan of the quartz, and this is 95% quartz, so you can imagine my grade. I'm gonna give this a C-. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. It looks like I'm holding some very fatty bacon right now, doesn't it? Actually, that sounds pretty good right about now. Well, the agate is what the agate is, mostly quartz. But still, I suppose there's some beauty to be found, even in the quartzy ones. Once again, thank you so much for watching.